Hey everyone. Thank you so much for your patience while I adjust for my very first live tarot card reading for Friday, Valentine's Day, Venus Day. I thought it was a good idea to go ahead and do a tarot card reading for you today. And it's been something else, huh? So hopefully you're feeling the love today. And if you're not, just know that I really mean this from the bottom of my heart. I love you and I will always love you. So I'm going to do a tarot reading for love, relationships, and personal connections. And I'm going to do this a la past, present, future style. Okay. So I'm really excited. I'm a little bit overexcited probably because I'm just a relentless enthusiast about today being both Friday and Valentine's Day, because the Venus energy feels especially like enchanting and dripping with honey, like really sweet. So I love sweetness and I love love, and I'm a Libra, so Venus is the ruler of my sign, and I'm really feeling it today. So I thought I'd share with you. I just think it's magical, and I'm just kind of giddy and smiling a whole lot over here where you can't see me. So this is the day ruled by the goddess of love herself. So I think it's a perfect time for us to explore, what kind of love, whether that be self-love or just how you relationship, how that's going to work out for you and what it has in store for you. But before I draw the cards here, I wanted to let you know that Mel and I have a YouTube channel called Rose, Tarot, and Astrology, and we do have the links in our bio there. And on Sundays, we go live at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and we talk about the astrology for the upcoming week. And I talk about psychically what I think might happen, or what I kind of think about these transits that Mel's talking about. And at the end, we do a live tarot card reading, and we talk about current events, and we recap last week. So it's fun, and we hope to see you there for Astro Insights Live over on YouTube, Rose, Tarot, and Astrology, at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. So come see us over there, okay? All right, so before we get started, I feel it necessary first to get a drink of water. Love lives. And second, to just let everybody kind of settle in. I didn't announce that I was going to do a live reading. So if you're in a place where you can settle in and take a few deep breaths as I shuffle and reshuffle the cards, and ask Spirit what the guidance is for us today regarding the relationships, and we will apply this to love, but it's about all of our relationships today, for sure. So just take a few deep breaths. Know that anytime you're in a space with me, you're in a protected spiritual space. Okay. The first card I'm going to draw is the past. Oh yeah, I was feeling that. So the death card. A lot of people will see this card and they get very uncomfortable. I see this card and I completely understand everything about it. So death is about transformation. It's about endings and new beginnings. It's about rebirth. It's about letting go. Okay. And this is especially this time that we're experiencing, in our world. We're really going to figure out what we need to let go of. And especially with that full moon we just had in Leo, we let go of a lot of stuff there, and it's going to come back at us a little bit, but we're going to transform it when we see it happen, when we see that behavior happen, when we see that person that we don't want to see, when we get in that position again, it's going to transform. You're going to react in a different way. Okay. And, it tells me that there has been a major transformation that happened. Like, this is a Major Arcana card. This is a huge life upheaval. Okay. And I don't see this always as a bad card. Again, it's just about, shaking things up sometimes and, what that feels like for you. But a major transformation has happened whether that was loss or gain, or, a new job or a move or whatever kind of transformation. If you're looking into your own spiritual growth and your spiritual guidance and just kind of, trying to become someone different, you're hitting those ages, 40, 50, 60, 70, and trying to figure out who you are and, what you look like and what your body looks like. Like all of us are trying to figure out what we look like and who we are in this world. So we're transforming that which we know, and we've gotten a lot of information over the past year about what we need to do and who we need to show up as in our relationships. And so something has happened, and maybe it is that we need to be reconnected to that transformation in a way in order to let it go. All right. In order to make some space for something new. And I'm talking whether this is in your love life or if it's just like your personal growth in all areas of your life. Okay. But death, so for me as a psychic, I do have to say that this can talk about death with humans and animals. And this would be a past death, not something upcoming for me right now. That's not what I'm feeling. And Spirit has been very, very active with me this morning. It's almost as if they knew I was going to do this reading, or they probably influenced this reading a little bit. So, I feel like a lot of us has lost something that in our hearts we feel guilty about losing. Like we feel like we're the reason for this thing happening. And we're also holding on to a lot of grief. Like we've lost a lot of people, especially from 2020 forward, with the addition of COVID on top of all the other things that are happening in our world. Like we've lost a lot of people. And, I think that a lot of us are sitting around and we're blaming ourselves like, oh, I shouldn't have gone and done that. Oh, I knew I should have, like all of us questioning whether or not we should have followed our intuition. And, honestly, a lot of those times it's just easier for that person to pass along without you there, because there's always going to be a little bit of us that holds on to that person if they're really, transitioning into another place that's not here on earth with us. But I feel like there's a lot of us out there that are getting signs from our loved ones, and it's kind of freaking us out. We don't know what to do about it. But I'm here to tell you, after I've learned to trust myself, and after I learned about my own transformation and told myself, it's okay to understand your intuition. We all have these things that remind us of someone that's passed away. And especially if that's the grief that you're holding on to, especially if that's the person that you feel like might be coming in to give you a message, it might be time to transform how you deal with that. And it might be time to look that head on. And I'm telling you, even if it's an object that reminds you of the person that you're having this conflict with, whatever it may be, this is a time that you can talk to them. Okay. This is a time when you're feeling like they're around. And if you will quiet down, and if you will just stop and breathe and just take a second, you will be able to hear what they have to say. And every single time that I've connected with the spirit, they want to come back and say, hey, I want you to go on living. It wasn't your fault. I'm watching over you, and they're here. And they're here a lot with you. And I know that you feel them there. And if that's you, that's them coming to say, hey, I'm always here with you. You've not lost me. You've not done anything extra to make me go any sooner than I had. And, there was really nothing you could do about what happened to me. All right. And I don't know who that's for, but that's for a lot of people out there. Okay. So all those little signs that you think are from your loved one, that's just not a coincidence. It's them. They're protecting and loving on you, watching you grow and transform, watching you take, that tragedy, that shitty situation that we've all been put in, and making it into something more powerful and transforming it into something that will bring us forward. That horse is still going forward, right? And I can't help but notice, like this little Pope person here really makes me think of, authority. And, we are butting up against a lot of authority, even ourselves right now. And this is a time where we're going to transform the way that we've always done things. And it's going to prove, it's going to give us a significant way forward. Okay. So letting go of an old relationship and our old mindset will open up more possibilities for us going forward. Okay. Woo, I got really carried on that one. I feel the spirits here for sure carrying me through. So let's go on to the next card, which is the present. Okay, what is going on presently? We're transforming, we're getting with ourselves here, and we're transforming, and we're facing that thing that's been, nagging at us. And I'm telling you, I think I've mentioned this before, but it's worth saying. Oh gosh, now I can't think of his name, but Roy Woods Jr. He was talking about some kind of something about God not coming to rescue somebody, and he was saying like, well, I sent you a boat, and I sent you a rescuer, and I sent you this, and I sent you that, and you didn't take the sign. And I feel like that's kind of what all of us are experiencing. And some of us are really just like shocked that this person is here, and that, like some of us had forgotten that we had lost this person, and all of a sudden they're here, and they're here for a reason. So think about, if that person is here talking to you, what it is that you loved about them, and what it is that you did together, those partnerships, those relationships, what it is that you did together that would make them come back around. And maybe that is the key to how you go forward. Like maybe it is the key to who you are, and then, just like transforming that into something higher and better than it was 20 years ago. Okay, so these old ideas can be worked through and up. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm being carried. So anyway, let's draw the present card. Oh, I've drawn the High Priestess. So now we've gotten to Major Arcana cards, which means some really life-changing moments are happening for you right now. And the High Priestess is all about your intuition. It's about your inner wisdom. It's about your spiritual awareness, like what it means to you, and who you are in the world, and what you believe in down deep in your soul. Like what is that there in the crossroads that you believe in spiritually, and apply that to yourself, to your own ego, to yourself first. And then, like something that I just learned that the High Priestess kind of means to me is that there's a mystery involved, because look, we've got this black and white here. Okay. And, where there's black and white, there's usually a gray area. Actually, I guess this really looks more gray to me. So there's something hidden. Okay. And there's something hidden. There's these figs and all this beautiful greenery here. There's something hidden there that we're not seeing, or that we don't know about, that could, that makes us flourish. It's something that we have to tap into. It's really the light. It's the light within us, okay? And that pearl of knowledge that we seek when we look outside of ourselves, when we take ourselves out of what we've always known to be, and really connect with our soul, like really connect our feet with the earth and our head with the clouds. I mean, it's just an amazing feeling. So this card is really encouraging you to trust your intuition and to listen to your inner voice, period. Trust your intuition, listen to your inner voice. That's really the guidance here, all right? There are a lot of subtle stuff going on around you, and that's what I'm talking about, the mysteries. And I have a feeling for you, the High Priestess is, trusting your intuition means all those things that you have tabbed in your head. I have a bunch of them. All these things that you've written down, or that don't make sense to you, or that you can't even put in a logical, rational way, you're going to dig deeper into that. You're finally going to be like, yep, I'm going to do it. It may mean that your highest self looks through a cell phone, but in order to know that and to trust your intuition, that's what it is. And I mean, so it's really going to take you outside of your comfort zone, and it's going to be, feeling like there's somebody that, there's just some situations in your world that you feel they're just, they're hidden truths. Okay. And those things are going to come at you once you're able to tap in, like where you're at, and understand that you're part of the light, and you're also a grounding mechanism, not only for yourself, but for other people. So, it's time to explore what's underneath the surface. Okay. And that means you and your partnerships and all relationships with everything. It's time that you figure out what's going on beneath the surface that's kind of bubbling up there, and something that you can, grow into something way more fruitful than just pushing it down. We're all pushing down our intuition, and I'm no more psychic than you are. I'm just figuring out how to trust my intuition and to take all of those symbols and put them together. And I'm not perfect at it. And I may never be, but I'm certainly learning how to trust myself and my heart. And when my heart tells me something, I go with it. Okay. So this is a really introspective time. You might be doing a lot of journaling. You might be watching TV or just kind of, involved in your own escapism. But that's going to bring you to a greater sense of yourself. Okay. And I really believe that you're going to be guided in a way to where you will open up spiritually, that will really bring some self-love, that will bring all sorts of love into your world. Okay, I know it's Valentine's Day and we're talking about love. So self-love to me is the number one, and I love partnerships and relationships of all sorts and types. Like if you're in a current relationship, trust your instincts about how to move forward with it, and trust your instincts about what you think is going on. And if I just feel like you're being guided in a way to understand your role in a relationship, like a romantic relationship or a partnership of any type, and kind of take responsibility for who you are and who you want. What do you want feeding you spiritually? Like, who's going to be involved in this evolution of who you are? Who's going to be involved, and who's going to understand, and who's going to support, who it is that you're becoming spiritually? Who's going to do that? Okay. And that's your love. So maybe it is that your true love hasn't come around because you're still transforming this. But I really do believe that if you're looking for love, that as soon as you get a great understanding of who you are in the world, that you're the light and you're the grounding nature, you will really just draw in love, and a love that you've never experienced before. I really do believe that. So moving on to our future card. All right, future. Okay, so I want to point out that we've had 3 Major Arcana cards. So this is a really powerful reading for anyone to get these cards together. And, to get the card of transformation, and then a spiritual card like trust your gut guidance and intuition, and you're going to go flying, you're going to go far, kid. And then we got the Empress. I'm going to stand over and go get that real quick. I get it. The High Priestess is like, hey, I mean it when I say you got to work on yourself first. You got to work on yourself. You got to get that. You got to figure out who you are spiritually, like who it is, what it is that you like, love, and can't get enough of, as Melrose says. What is it that you like, love, and can't get enough of about yourself first, and then what is it in the world that you want, to bring forward? And then the Empress, like, this is such an amazing, powerful reading. Okay, the Empress, she is about abundance. She is the nurturing. She is the mama. She is the grandma. She is about fertility and creativity and love. And on Venus Day, drawing the Empress, I just love this. I aspire to be the Empress in my daily life, and I think I'm getting there, but I still have a little bit to work on it here. But she is nature. She is the creator. Okay, and it's about growth and fertility. So and a lot of nurturing energy I'm feeling from this. So taking care of yourself in whatever way feels necessary, but also while just growing, planting some seeds and growing, and being patient and watching those seeds germinate. Okay, so this is a great time. I want to say that this is Valentine's Day, Friday, February 14th, 2025. And if you have sex tonight, or however it is, in order for you to have a baby, you will have a baby who is a sun in Scorpio. So just FYI, just some random knowledge for you there. I have a lot of Scorpios in my life, and they're wonderful, beautiful people, and they also embrace this vibe that I'm feeling with this, this transformation, this Pluto card of death, this transformation. Scorpios know how to do it. They know how to go down deep in the depths. Wow. Down deep in the depths, and they know how to get back into the light. This is funny. Okay. I know that I have spirits around. I have a couple of really playful spirits around, and they're really kind of screwing around with me. And that's A-okay. I tell them that they just can't do this kind of stuff at night because it's scary no matter what. So here's the Empress. I think this is a really good news if you're, wanting to grow anything. A lot of us are probably thinking about our gardens. A lot of us are thinking about, having babies. Some of us are thinking about, all sorts of things. And this is the time, and this is saying, as far as all of your relationships, that this is a promise of prosperity. Like, this is a promise. Yes. Thank you. This is a promise of prosperity in every station of your life. Okay. So while it might feel a little mucky right now, like it might feel like we're in a really wet robe, and it's really hard to kind of slosh around. Just know that there's something really comfortable waiting for us at the end of that, okay? And that if you have an idea right now, act on it. Act on it. Creative or what have you. Like if you've been, I keep getting like about birth. So if you've been wanting to ask your partner to have a baby with you, if you have been wanting to ask your partner to go and adopt a new baby for your home, a cat or a dog, that kind of thing, like that is hard and heavy right now. So if that's something that you truly want, if that's naturally what you want, if that's what you feel like you need, you need to nurture something else, which is really healthy as long as you're also nurturing yourself. Then have that conversation. Okay. This is where it's really just like a perfect alignment. Okay. Wow, this is really great. And as far as love is concerned, like if you're in a current relationship, you're in a good, loving, supportive relationship for you right now. Okay. And it's something that you might have never guessed that you would be in for some reason. I don't know why I'm saying that, but if it resonates with you, it resonates with you. Okay. And it's really about just having a loving, supportive future where your dreams come true. And this has been a really powerful reading with 3 Major Arcana cards. So these are going to be, uplifting. They're going to be uplifting, and they're going to push you out of your norm. And that's A-okay. All right. Because, you're ready. You're ready for something new. You're ready for something new to grow. You're ready to just be someone else. And you want to be who you naturally are meant to be, who it is that you think that you are in the world, and who you need to be in the world to feel like you're complete. Okay. And you've done a lot of work in order to do that. You've given up a lot of shit in order to get to this place. Okay. So embrace it. Know that it is yours. Know that you are worthy of this, okay? Because it's there for you. And all of the fortune, all of the abundance is there for you if you just allow it to flow into your life. It's there. So look for it and open yourself up to it, and don't talk yourself out of it, okay? Sometimes those things that they tell you, if it's too good to be true, it is. Sometimes they're really good to be true. So, if you're able to get into your high priestess form, and you're able to look beyond the surface, this is a great time for you to FAFO a little bit, try something different, try something new, trust somebody that you didn't think that you would trust, collaborate with someone who you never thought in a million years that either A, they would ever get back in contact with you, or B, that even whatever it is that you're producing, whatever it is that you're doing, that this person would even have you on their radar. Like, open up and let that abundance come in. That seed has already been planted, I feel like, and you've just got to allow yourself, you've got to allow yourself that transformation, okay? So don't jump into anything too quickly. You got to allow yourself to heal, to do the spiritual healing, just not the fake it till you make it. And then here's where you're going to be at. And this is the near future, okay? Like, it feels like time is going by so fast right now, and I don't know why. so many changes, so many different things are happening, and we just roll with the punches, and the seed has already been planted, and it's going to grow, and it's going to be very prosperous for you. All right. So to sum it all up one more time, you've gone through some kind of a transformation, okay? And you've got something left to you that, no longer served its time here, or no longer served you. Bottom line, it just left, and it isn't your fault. It's about, just moving forward. And that's what the information from this card is really saying, is about moving forward and just, understanding that, tapping into your deeper wisdom. All right. Trusting your intuition, tapping into your deeper intuition. You will find the answers. You just have to ask them. So, when your person is around and you think they're around, ask them the question. You'll hear the answer. You'll know your voice is different from theirs. Okay. You'll hear their voice. All right. And to end it with the Empress here, it's just, the future's so bright, I gotta wear shades. All right. Even just the yellow in this is telling us how great and abundant and prosperous and creativity is coming in. Like, you're going to create more than you ever created. Like, look at me. I'm blabbing live on Instagram. Like, I've never ever done that. I've been very nervous to do it, but I feel really comfortable with what I've got going on here. I'm actually dual recording, so I could put this up on my Instagram and also my YouTube channel. So, the future looks really promising for growth and abundance and creativity. So I really feel like if you're able to just get through everything, from that transformation, if you can tap into that person that, was okay through that transformation and then fell off a little bit, and now you're back on bigger, better than ever. It says that you will be really, 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 really blessed. Okay. And you'll be able to manifest whatever it is that you've been working on, whatever it is that you've been desiring for. This is like cold turkey quitting something. All right. And if this is talking negatively about yourself, or, not believing that other people believe in you or whatever, you're getting ready to shake that up a whole lot. All right. So it looks like a very, very positive path that's unfolding with a period of like growth and transformation. And though those things are difficult, and sometimes they can get really hairy, and sometimes they can hurt a lot, it's only for a very short amount of time, okay? All right, that's all I've got to say about the cards today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I want you to know that I love you, and you're never alone as long as I exist. And because I exist, that means you're never alone, okay? I truly do love everyone, and I wish everyone well every time I meditate, every time I lay my head on a pillow, every time I feel like I have all this abundance that I have. I think of all of you out there. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. So you are loved, and you will never be forgotten.